What's up, YouTube? I'm back and excited today to bring a mid-season post DMR zone, Diamati zone update to the ground loot weapons tier list. I'll admit I was as much a part of the problem. I definitely used the Diamatis to their fullest, but now we live in a world where snipers and SMGs are reigning supreme. So there are definitely changes to the tier list. We have more knowledge. JGOD dropped, bullet velocity, range spreadsheet. I found a YouTuber called Elgoomtaf. Probably said that wrong, but he does shotguns only, and that kind of gave me some insight on to what I was doing wrong with the 680. So you'll see where the 680 is now. And we also had a lot of great Reddit discussion for the last tier list. A lot of you want to see a bump for the deep blue, the M91, the Krig. A lot of you love the Krig. We're going to talk about that. There's some mixed opinions on the XM4. Some of you loved it, some of you hate it. I just say one thing, just be careful to make an impression on a gun based on, you know, one poor encounter, one poor use. I did that with the 680. I've done it better with it, but it's easy, especially with ground loot. You don't use it that often, to like, okay, I tried it for this. And if you're using a gun in the incorrect way, because a lot of these ground loot guns are very limited in what they can do, but if you know how to use it in the right range, it can be really good. So, you know, that's what all this tier list making is about. Discussion, helping you guys find what's the best, when is it best for. Every gun can be usable in the right situation, but there are definitely guns that have more options, more usage, and that's why we make this tier list. If you like the video, please like, sub, notification. It really gives me motivation to keep going, even one sub, and because I really like making content, but it really helps to encourage me to keep going. Also started TikTok. It's mostly funny clips, Warzone, pop music. It's a passion project. I love music, love Warzone, and so check that out if you kind of like that content. All right, let's get into it. All right, so first off is the Avalanche Diamati. As everyone knows, the Diamati's single, not the dual wield version of it, still really good. It's definitely a solid ground loot pickup. It's in the downed one, sent back up category. Next is the Tundra. A lot of people like the Tundra, and so this doesn't have a barrel, so it's really just short range, but it's obviously got the scope, got no glint, so it's definitely, you know, a short range off the radar sniper. Hauer, still just a gun with SMGs everywhere. You have to really pick and choose your spots with shotguns. AK-74U, I think a lot of you like the AK-74U. It's solid, not phenomenal, and it's also not silenced. It's okay, it's solid. This is terrible. Probably one of the worst full auto ground loot guns. The Stoner, definitely has a really good TTK, definitely has a lot of kick, but if you know how to control that recoil, it can be quite effective. Not silenced, so that kind of limits it, but definitely, you know, a solid gun in the right situation. Origin 12, I'm back on shotguns. I think, yes, it's an SMG meta, but I think whereas when it was an R9 meta, SMGs played it a little more cautiously. Now SMGers are just jumping and running straight in. So if you have a shotgun, you can definitely surprise them, pop them off. I like shotguns. Not let's go, but they've gotten a little bump. All right, the Pellington. A lot of you hate the Pellington because you've used a common or uncommon version, which has no barrel. The blue one has a barrel, which does help velocity. So while I can't say I've used it a lot, I think give it a try. So I'm putting it here, but give it a shot. Let me know if you feel a difference between the blue and the green or gray, because yeah, people recommend the Pellington when it's fully kitted out. This one has better velocity with the longer barrel that it has, so give it a shot and let me know. I really don't like the AX as a ground loot weapon. Sure, as a fully kitted weapon, even then, you know, you have to know how to account for that bullet drop. With this, I cannot hit anything for my life, so it is just a gun. The Bouillon is a Tundra with a longer barrel and that no glint scope, so this is quite effective, can be quite effective, and probably the best, other than the old growth sniper that you can pick up. The Krig 6, okay, a lot of you like the Krig 6. It's got only like an okay TTK. This has a barrel that decreases range. Well, I can't confirm that that's the barrel, but I think from gameplay, I feel like it's good for short range. It's not a long range option, but you guys still like it. So it's here. I can't put it higher. It's got a lot of kick. They're just, I think, guns I'm more comfortable using. The deep blue, really good. I definitely went out and tried it. Definitely has good range. It has a long range barrel, manageable recoil, really good option. Diamante, not too much different from the blue one, so it's there. This RPD, again, I don't like it because of the optic. It really obscures your peripheral. So it's just a gun. You can, you'll down somebody with it, but it's just a gun. Striker, not a great base weapon, just a gun. Electra, really good. Just it's limited by that optic. I just don't like thermal on this gun. Now I'll talk about the Harpy. I like the thermal on the Harpy for close range, but long range is, and that purple color, not a fan. You can't really see the surroundings. The FFAR, everyone knows it's such a good common option. Now the uncommon version has the task force barrel, so that helps with range, but obviously an FFAR at range, dicey, especially with 25 rounds. So it's don't go like, oh, I can go killing people for long range because it has a long barrel. You still got to be careful with this. It's only got 25 bullets. Field agent, again, a lot of you really like the field agent. I've seen a lot of like Reddit questions, what is the field agent? It's, again, solid. The FAMAS, has steadily risen up. Now I'm not gonna go put it here, but if you put it in single shot, someone recommended that on Reddit. You put it in single shot, it's got 40 damage per bullet. Use it like a DMR. It's solid. You're not, of course, you're not gonna have probably great time with it up close, but it can get people 30, 40. Use it like a DMR. Use it single shot. Mag 10, it's the best. It's the new best. The Mag 10 is just so good, and it's just kills so fast, and it's definitely something you can keep. Save a loadout, go straight to Ghost. Mag 10, the Gallantry, amazing. The Groza, this is a really good gun. Obviously we know the TTK is really competitive. It's right up there with the best. It's not silenced, and it's 45 rounds. Part of me is like, well, I make the Mag 10, I don't know, just Mag 10 is just, plus the movement speed. I think the Groza is down here. I don't think it has the sprint to fire, the movement speed that the Mag 10 has. So but it's definitely a really good gun. The 680. A lot of you have been wondering, why is it down here? Why is the Howler up here? Frankly, I had to learn how to use the gun, and it's that you got to ADS. You have to ADS with this gun. You cannot trust it with hip fire. Actually, this is over here. Yeah, you can't trust it with hip fire, and it's got to be ADS, but it actually has really good range when you ADS, and so I've gotten some interesting kills with this. So it's here. It's definitely in line with the Howler. Howler's probably better hip fire, but the 680 ADS, so it's kind of like what you like to do. You want to ADS, you want to hip fire, is how you'll choose that. Halcyon, another striker. The Harpy. This is a love affair that has risen. Like last season, it was in here, and then it moved here, and now it's here. MP7, everyone knows, really good recoil, great range for a base gun. This has a long range barrel. It has a suppressor. I like the NVG. I like the acquisition, that it helps with enemy acquisition up close. It has really good hip fire, so if you're really close, just go to hip fire. I really like this guy. I hold on to it and save a loadout. It's that good. I love it. The Howler, another, just same as the blue. You don't bother. You know who you are if you like to use a Joker. Another FAMAS. This M91, yeah, I don't really like the iron sights, and it doesn't have the range barrel that the deep blue has, so it's down here. I know some of you probably can use it well, and maybe it's a tier up above for you. For me, that's where it's at. The other Mag 10. Now, this Mag 10 has the task force barrel, but you're really not going to use a Mag 10 at range. The Gallantry has a bruiser grip, and I'm wondering if that really helps recoil, because the Gallantry feels slightly better in terms of recoil. They're interchangeable, and you probably will never face a place where you're going to choose between the two, but I'd probably go with the Gallantry if I had that situation. Grenade launcher is just a gun, especially with SMGs and everybody being super sweaty. You just can't really get too close anymore unless you're prepared to fight that. The Smilano is down here. It's not very good. It's, everyone knows Milano's TTK is terrible. And then this, now the Stone's Throw has double the velocity, bullet velocity. So that's why I think a lot of people feel the blue one feels better. So this is here. You'll see where the blue one lands. Again, the 680, better than I realized. The Bison has dropped. It just I'm really feeling the slow TTK in this season right now, especially when you're going into running against other SMGs that just wipe you, or FFAR Grozas. So it's not as good. Early on in the season, I was getting a lot of kills with it. Now it's just if maybe when you come back from the gulag, you need to sneak around, you need the silencer. That's it. It's okay. It's not as good as it once was. Again, another scar. This scar is better than the other one. This one's trash. The Groza also really good, just limited by that bullet capacity. 30. The FFAR Groza, 30, 25 rounds. You'll get the down. You're probably gonna have to reload to eliminate. It's just kind of crazy, that low mag. Another Origin, just the difference between these two is better ADS with the chopper. Old growth. Some of you, this is probably S tier. Some of you are just so good with the car, you just killing everybody. For me, I'm not that good. Once in a while, I'll surprise myself, get a nice kill. But I know it's good. I know it's really good. MK2, no. Some of you try to convince me on Reddit. No, not for me. This Paladin's trash. Definitely trash. Don't even bother. It's I don't even know. Maybe honestly, it might just be an X16 of this. It's really just terrible. Yeah, right there. The other Bison, same thing. The other Stoner, I think they have the same barrel. Not a really good barrel. So that's another thing, this is not a long range beamer. It's got like a cut down barrel. So it's good out to maybe 40, 50, 60. Don't try beyond that, I would say, unless you can control the recoil really well. This blue FFAR. So this has better ADS than this, but this has better range. So it's kind of what do you prefer? Probably the better ADS, especially at close range. The MP5, I really don't like the MP5, but I know a lot of you do. This one is so rare. I haven't even seen it maybe once in 2 seasons. So yeah, if you came across it, it's a really good gun. It's an MP5, better, bigger mag than the Epic version. That is don't bother. Renetti, better than the base X16. The RPD, I like the RPD. Yeah, RPD is really solid. I would take it over Krig. Stoner, I think I would take the Stoner. It does have better TTK. An RPG, again, in previous seasons, shotgun meta, RPG is better. Now, you'd probably just get shot before you can get your shot off. This Krig is better for long range, but then the gun is really bad recoil at long range. Again, if you can control it, it's basically short versus long. This one just doesn't have enough bullets. The Smithy, yeah, it's not the best anymore. These 3 in this meta, how it can save you a loadout, it's better. The Bruin's still beast, especially early on. But I just always prefer to get the long range loadout gun that's fully kitted over to saving this and then getting a close range. You can make an argument it's better to hold this and get a better kitted close range gun. But for me, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Souvenir. All right, so a lot of you, it's like mixed. Some of you love it, some of you hate it. I like it. You have to know its range. We know the XM4 does not have good bullet velocity. In the 10, maybe 15 to 40 range, XM4 shine. Use it in that range. You get up close, you will get wiped by the FFAR, the SMGs. You got to keep your distance. Use the 60 round, the silencer to your advantage, and you will get results. I guarantee it. You have to like iron sights too. If you don't like iron sights, yeah, don't bother. This Bruin, as we know, ADS is super bad, slow, takes forever. It's basically an LMG hiding as a sniper, but it can do the job at range. Don't get me wrong. You can bullet hose people from range. The other MK2, okay. Some of you really like this gun. You argue the SMG speed, and it does have double the velocity of the common version. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna put it here, kind of like the Deep Blue, kind of like the Harpy. I'm gonna try it out. I'll let you know. Maybe it's as good as you say it is, because I've had some bad experiences with the common Milano. I'm gonna put it here, and we're gonna see. Teal Steel, honestly never used it, but theoretically should be better than the base. The Gallo, I've used the Gallo a little more. Obviously, it has a really good fire rate. Kind of dangerous. I burned through this clip to just down one guy or girl. And not a fan of the iron sights too much, but it's here. It's still a shotgun, and it's still gonna compete at close. This Renetti here, the other Gallo is here. I like the Origin better because it's more steady. Yes, it has a slower fire rate. Yes, if you go up maybe head to head straight on with the Gallo win, yes. but I like that the Origin has better reload time than the Gallo. Gallo it's a single reload, takes forever, and I just like a more consistent fire rate rhythm than just blasting through the ammo. But some of you with golden fingers and great aim, the Gallo is the fastest killing of the two, for sure. This AX is... I don't know. I'm gonna put it here. I just don't really like the AX, and I don't like the thermal scopes. Not a fan. All right, this XM4 I like. Again, know the range that you need to use the XM4 at, and it will serve you well. Don't try to go too close. Don't try to shoot too far. Keep some distance, and you can do some work. The Ashen Skies. Okay, it's dropped down for me. Just the 30 rounds is a limitation, and so it's not S tier. It's gonna get one guy down. Some of you are really good at like backing out, reload, then it's S tier. For me, I like bullet capacity. Sigma, it's a new thing that I discovered. It's here. I think I read on Reddit it's not as good as these, but honestly, yesterday I got killed. My whole squad was in a chopper. We were going to the top of the hospital, and someone picked us up right away, blasted us. Check it out on TikTok. It's kind of hilarious, but it's here. All right, well, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's probably it for tier list for this season. I'm gonna keep putting out highlight videos, definitely for the Mac 10. I put out a Harpy one the other day. Check that out. XM4 I'll probably do a video kind of maybe by tier for the guns that I don't use that often. I'm going to keep putting out TikTok stuff. I'll be definitely back season 2 with a full attachments list, tier list. So come back for that if that's what you're looking for. But otherwise, enjoy the content. Hope you guys are staying safe and well, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.